Hello, my name is Ray Franklin. I'm the Senior Commodity Analyst for Energy Professionals. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing my October 4th Energy Update. In my September 14th Energy Update, I explained with natural gas pricing rising sharply over the last few months, I was modifying my recommended hedging strategies depending on when your gas and electricity agreements expired. In that report, I recommended those who had not already hedged their cost of electricity or gas, or their hedges expired within 18 months, execute hedges starting in 2023, in January 2023, all the way through 2025, where the average price in the forward markets are very close to $3. I also pointed out that the risk of inflation was very high, and I believe reserving energy near $3 in natural gas was in your best interest. Remember the old proverb, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush? This is certainly pertinent to ensure budget certainty for 2023 through 2025, when I believe due to inflation, the cost of doing business is going to be extremely high. My recommendation to take advantage of the low pricing from 2023 through 2025 still holds, with pricing in this period still attractive, even though since my last report, natural gas continued its relentless rally and is not showing any sign that the rally is near completion. In fact, it could be about to accelerate to higher pricing. As you can see since my last report, natural gas has continued to rally. And in my September 14th Energy Update, I said if you don't have hedges expiring within the next few months, you could wait for natural gas to pull back from its present rally to execute hedges through the end of 2022. I explained that when a market increases exponentially as it's presently doing, invariably there'll be an equally sharp pullback sometime in the future. But since my last report, several factors have increased natural gas's potential to increase both short-term and long-term. And to understand why, we need to look at the fundamentals supporting the present rally, which are always based on supply-demand factors. Therefore, let's first consider the two primary supply-demand factors supporting higher natural gas and electricity pricing long-term. Number one, in my February 2nd, 2021 Energy Update, I said President Biden signed an executive order directing the Secretary of Interior Department to pause on entering into new oil and natural gas leasing on public lands and offshore waters to the extent possible, while beginning a rigorous review of all existing fossil fuel leasing and permitting practices. President Biden also directed federal agencies to eliminate fossil fuel subsidies as consistent with applicable law. Clearly, these actions will have and has had an adverse effect on natural gas production. The second factor that needs to be considered is green energy policies implemented in Europe over the last year has resulted in natural gas supplies in Europe being at a 10-year low as they enter the winter heating season. They are desperately trying to import liquefied natural gas to make up the gap, and U.S. liquefied natural gas exports are hitting record levels to help them make up their deficit. The increased demand for liquefied natural gas worldwide is resulting in record high prices in Europe and could also result in very high pricing in the United States. And for me, the major long-term concern is the policies leading to this present crisis are not abating, they are becoming more entrenched here and abroad. But near term, the risk of higher natural gas pricing is also increasing. I believe two primary factors are increasing the risk of higher pricing short term. First, we are entering the winter heating season with very low natural gas supplies both here and in Europe. And if we experience a colder than normal winter, analysts are warning that natural gas prices here in the U.S. could rise above $10. I'm not predicting this will happen, but it is certainly a possibility. The second factor that needs to be considered is the potential for a major storm impacting production in the Gulf region. The sea temperatures right now in the Atlantic Basin are much warmer than normal for early October. They're 2 to 4 degrees Celsius or even more in some areas, including the Western Atlantic, the Caribbean region, and part of the Gulf of Mexico. Therefore, the risk of a major storm impacting our energy facilities in October is a short-term concern. After writing my September 14th Energy Update, natural gas prices have continued to increase. But although forward market prices for 2023 through 2025 are creeping higher, their average price of $3.24 is still attractive from a long-term perspective. Therefore, due to the long-term and short-term risks discussed in today's report, risk-averse hedgers may consider hedging longer term, either 48 or 60 months, so you can average in the low forward market prices available from 2023 through 2025. As you can see in this 20-year natural gas chart, you can hedge natural gas from January 2022 through December 2025 at $3.54, which from a long-term perspective is attractive for those who don't want to be exposed to potentially higher prices long-term. Also, if your present agreements don't expire immediately and your hedge will have a later start date, your average price will be lower than $3.54. No one knows for sure where natural gas and electricity prices will be over the next 6 months. But I firmly believe, as I've stated in my most recent reports, 3 years from now, you may look back and realize there was only one cost of doing business you could have stopped increasing: your cost of energy for natural gas and electricity. Hopefully today's video has helped you understand how to protect yourself against the risk of higher energy pricing. And until my next report, please take care.